Hello, my dear colleagues. I'm Marmar Mostafa, lecturer of medical parasitology at Faculty of Medicine at Shams University. Today, I'm gonna present my project entitled as DOPS for Medical Parasitology Postgraduate Students Assessment for Learning under the supervision of my dear Professor Hala Al-Wakil. Recently, workplace-based assessments have become standards in postgraduate training in medical field, including its different tools like direct observation of procedural skills, DOPS, many clinical evaluation exercise, case-based discussion, and multi-source feedback. Actually, this may be due to the fact that workplace assessments offer more reliable reflections of the work performance than assessment done under exam conditions. In addition, the feedback offered by the workplace assessment is crucial for the fresh graduate doctors and the trainees to foster their learning towards the desired outcomes. Let's start from the current situation. Actually, the absence of the postgraduate students' assessment in their work environment resulted in the lack of awareness of the postgraduates with the points of weaknesses and the strength, consequently the absence of an effective development plan. The goal of this project was set to implement and evaluate DOPS, Direct Observation of Procedural Skills, as a tool of workplace assessment and explore its potential to improve the work performance of the postgraduate medical students, as well as assessing its feasibility and acceptability among both assessors and trainees. The project was planned into 4 sequential phases. First, the preparatory phase, which included the approvals required for the study, team construction, plan setting, and tools preparation, for example, like the checklists for DOPS and the questionnaires preparation. This was followed by the orientation phase, including the conduction of training workshops for the postgraduates, and orientation sessions were also held for the assessors to be oriented and to be aware of the nature of the newly implemented tool. Then the implementation phase included 3 successive DOPS with 2-month duration apart, with each DOPS implemented was followed by an individual feedback session for each individual trainee. Finally, in the evaluation phase, DOPS feedback scores were collected and analyzed. In addition, satisfaction questionnaires were used for the assessors and the trainees to assess the acceptability and the feasibility of the DOPS as a newly implemented tool among the participants. Analysis of the results revealed that DOPS as a tool of workplace assessment statistically improved the different competences that were tested in the DOPS and improved the overall work performance among the postgraduates. The study also highlighted the major factors for the success of DOPS as delivery of constructive feedback to trainees and sufficient time for the test. Finally, constructive feedback powerfully endorses the teaching learning process as the postgraduates and the assessors became motivated for DOPS to be incorporated for internal assessment. Of course, we have to admit that introducing a new strategy is quite challenging. For sake of this, necessary training, proper orientation, and the preparation of alternative plans and more flexible solutions were essential for the success of this experience. Finally, I'd like to express my deep gratitude to the postgraduate trainees in our department, my professors and my colleagues, and my special thanks to my dear advisor, Professor Hala Al-Wakil.